Hey guys, this is going to be my January wrap-up where I go through all of the books I read in January and tell you what 5-star rating I gave them, and then also my February TBR where I go through the books that I plan on reading in February. The first book that I read in January was City of Glass by Cassandra Clare, which is the third book in the Mortal Instruments series. I don't have it to show you. I left it at home when I came back to school. I wanted to bring it with me, mostly because I knew I would be filming this, but I had way too many other books that I was bringing with me, so it didn't happen. But I gave that 5 out of 5 stars, which is the first book of the series that I did that. I think I gave the first two 4 out of 5 stars. I loved that book a lot. Probably it was my favorite of the series so far. And then I read My Month in Myanmar by Amber Hoffman, which I gave 3 out of 5 stars. It was a decent book, but not the best. But it was interesting to learn what I did about Myanmar. For my literary criticism class, I read The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald, which I gave 4 out of 5 stars. I felt really out of place being an English major and not having read this yet, so I'm really glad that I've finally read it. For my American literature class, we read Ragtime by E.L. Doctorow, which I gave 3 out of 5 stars. I'm not a big fan of this book. I didn't hate it, but it definitely wasn't that great to me. And the book that took me almost all month to get through was Wicked by Gregory Maguire, which I gave 5 out of 5 stars. I loved this book. I've been a fan of the musical for a while, even though I've never actually gotten to see it performed, and so I was really looking forward to reading this, and I'm really happy that it didn't disappoint me. I was a huge fan of this book. For my humanities class, I read Paradise Lost by John Milton, which I gave 3 out of 5 stars. I really loved the concept of this book, but I just couldn't get into it. So that's why it has 3 out of 5 stars, even though, I feel bad ranking, classic books. The book I read this month is Why Catholicism Matters by Bill Donahue, which is a book that I got for review, and I gave this 3 out of 5 stars. I still have to review it. Hopefully that will happen within the next couple of days. Now I'm getting into the books that I'm going to read in February. I am going to include school books. The thing is my literary criticism class, my American literature class, and my British literature class all read out of anthologies, so I'm not going to have anything to show you from those classes because there's only 2 real books I'm reading amongst those classes, and I read them in January and they were just in that stack. So I have 2 books to show you that we're going to read in my humanities class this semester though. The first one is Candide by Voltaire, and I do not know if I'm saying the title right. I know who Voltaire is, but I really know nothing about this book, so I have no idea what to expect from this. But then we're also reading Frankenstein by Mary Shelley, which I'm excited about because obviously this is a book that everyone knows, so it'll be interesting to actually read it. And I'm going to go through 5 books that I plan on reading outside of school. I did really badly with this last month because of getting back into school and being so busy, and it took me forever to get through Wicked, so I only read 2 non-school books. Hopefully I will be better. I'm already halfway through this first book I'm going to show you, so we'll see how I do, but the book I'm reading right now is Bet in the Dark by Rachel Higginson, which I'm in the middle of, and I don't want to lose my place, so we're just going to keep it there. But Rachel Higginson is the author of the Starcross series, which is one of my favorite series ever, so I'm excited to be reading this right now. And then as soon as I'm done with this book, I'm going to read City of Fallen Angels by Cassandra Clare, which is the 4th Mortal Instruments book, and I want to get to it so badly, and I'm seeing all this stuff about Heavenly Fire, and obviously I don't think I'm going to have read even the 5th book by the time City of Heavenly Fire comes out, so, but I'm still insanely excited about it. And yeah, this, like I said, this is the 4th book, and I really want to get to it, so hopefully I'll finish Bet in the Dark really quickly so I can get to this. Then I'm hoping to read How to Start a Blog That People Will Read by Mike Omar. We'll just see how much information I get from this, I guess, but I'm not entirely sure how long this is. Some of the books like this are really short, so I don't know how long it'll take to read or anything like that. Then once I read that, I want to read The Host Illustrated Movie Companion. I've had this since The Host was in theaters, I think, and I know a lot of people hated the movie. I didn't think it was the best, but I did enjoy it overall, I still don't own it on DVD, which is sad, but I still haven't read this. And I love reading these books because I love seeing how movies are made and stuff. So I really think that I need to finally read this. So hopefully I'll get to that this month. And then the last book that I'm hoping to read this month is Silence by Natasha Preston, which I think was a free book that I downloaded, and I don't actually remember what it's about. So hopefully it's good, because I think I just downloaded it because I needed more books and it was free. So I have no idea what it's about. But hopefully I get through all of those books this month. We'll see what happens. But I will see you guys later. Bye.